Hello, my lovelies, and welcome to the Spirit Tarot and Healing Arts YouTube channel. If you are new, welcome back. If you are a returning viewer, I'm Rin, and today we are taking a look at the Cute Chibi Tarot. Now, I only recently picked this up, but it's been out for a little while now. It is adorable. This box, super sturdy, lovely box. It's just sort of, if I can get it to flip open, it just flips open, has a little ribbon in to help you get the deck and the book out. So the box, absolutely, can you hear how sturdy that box is? Absolutely lovely. Love the box. Now, for the little white book, everything is teeny tiny. I have to put my reading glasses on most of the time to read this. You get a little color insert of the card and then just a little basic meaning. It's very cute. It doesn't have, like, the spreads that it recommends are just your standard 1 card pull or your standard 3 card pull. So there's nothing special there. There's no special spreads that go along with the theme of the deck or anything like that. These are the backs of the cards. The backs of the cards do make the deck reversible if you want, if you read reversals. However, you would have to already know how to read reversals because the book does not give reversed meanings. So if you already read reversals, know reversals, then you could use this as a reversible deck. But if you don't, then you would have to find the reversed meanings elsewhere because the book does not give reversed meanings. It also doesn't give in-depth meanings of the cards, which, to be perfectly honest, I'm okay with that. And most of the time, I don't use the spreads that come in the guidebooks for decks anyhow. So for me, that's not a huge deal, but it might be for some people. So just know that this little white book, if you will, is very on the sparse side as far as information goes, as far as meanings go, anything like that. Now, my biggest thing with this deck is I paid, I think it came out to like $27 with tax where I am for this deck. I take issue with this cardstock. It's weird. That's all I can say. It's not as thin as Llewellyn cardstock, but it feels very cheap. It feels like this deck could become damaged very easily. Cards in this deck, these cards feel like they're very fragile, even though they're not the thinnest cardstock I've ever seen. And I don't know what to describe the finish on these cards as, but the texture of them feels a little odd, and they are a little hard to shuffle. They really want to stick together. I think it's a combination of the cardstock they used and the finish they used on it. And so whenever you get this deck, or if you put this deck in order to cleanse your deck, you're going to have to really shuffle when you go to use it again, because this deck does not shuffle well. And again, I think it's a combination of the cardstock they used and the finish on the cards. So, in my opinion, this is just my opinion, unless you really, really love the art on this deck, I would pass on it because I don't feel like it's worth the price for the quality of the cardstock they used. However, the art is gorgeous, and so for me personally, if I had it to do over again, I would still buy this deck because I love the artwork on it that much. But if you're on the fence about this deck, then especially if you are picky about your cardstock, then I would pass on this because the cardstock is just it's weird. It feels weird. It feels cheap. It feels like the cards, like, if I shuffle them wrong, they're going to become damaged, and it's hard to shuffle too. All right, without any further ado, let's jump into the deck. that has been a look at the Cute Chibi Tarot. It is such an adorable deck. Even though I don't feel like the cardstock quality really lives up to the price tag, and I'd like to see a far better quality cardstock just because I think that the artwork is so, so adorable. Um, that's why I have an issue with the price point and the cardstock quality. But other than that, I absolutely love this deck. I have done some readings with this deck, and it really, I know it looks very cutesy, and sometimes I'm skeptical of cutesy things being able to do hard-hitting readings. But this is a pretty good general all-around deck. Because of the guidebook, I'd say it might not necessarily be the best deck for beginners because it doesn't give you a lot of information, but if you used this deck with supplemental information, it could be a good beginner's deck if you're really drawn to this deck. But that's it. That is the look at it. I love it. It's so cute. If you haven't already, please subscribe to the channel because it helps out so much. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments, do you have this deck? Do you want this deck? What are your thoughts on this particular deck? And until I see you again, blessings to you wherever your journey finds you.